So today I read a pretty interesting article from brickset about a potential future UCS set or a cancelled one, and I thought I'd just share it with you guys because it is possibly a 2021 set or even later. So first I'll read you the article. I'll also link it in the description below, but let's get on to reading this article, which proves some points. This article is called UCS Unidentified Collector Series, and it starts off with Hugh's informative article, which I read, and it's basically just talking about set numbers. About set numbers reveals various interesting patterns, particularly where set numbering remains consistent across multiple years within certain themes. Anomalies within set numbering may therefore divulge adjustments in the release schedule, including an intriguing example from the Star Wars theme. Recent additions to the Ultimate Collector series are numbered in accordance with the complete product selection, revealing 3 sets released between 2016 and 2018, which possess seemingly incongruous numbers. Following these anomaly numbers indicates that another Ultimate Collector series model might have been cancelled or delayed, and I believe its identity is deserving of consideration. So that's basically just introducing the thing, so that's basically what this is about. Then we'll get into some evidence now. So 75098 Assault on Hoth was released during April 2016, almost 300 days after its animated reveal on LEGO.com. Such unprecedented scheduling clearly suggests the release was delayed, and the set number verifies this, belonging to among the 2015 sets 75097 Star Wars Advent Calendar and 75099 Rey Speeder, which was presumably delayed to maintain focus for the Force Awakens, which was basically focused on in the final waves of 2015. Then it says, of course, keeping 75098 Assault on Hoth for 2016 meant delaying another product that's seemingly intended for that release slot. The set number 75144 Snowspeeder confirms its identity. 75144 belongs with the 2016 range, alongside 75145 Eclipse Fighter, rather than during 2017 when the set actually became available. Continuing the pattern concludes with 75181 Y-Wing Starfighter that was released during May 2018, despite its set number belonging among products from 2017. We can ascertain that the Ultimate Collector series sets, released during September 2016 and 2017, were unaffected by any scheduling changes because of their set numbers 75159 Death Star and 75192 Millennium Falcon, which remain consistent with their respective years. Logical numbering returned in 2019 when 75244 Tantive 4 was released. 75222 Betrayal at Cloud City avoided disruption following the scheduling changes too, indicating that whatever was originally intended for release during May 2018 was either cancelled or delayed to provide space for 75181 Y-Wing Starfighter. So this is actually really interesting, and it says that basically there was a UCS set that was meant to release in May 2018, but it was either cancelled or delayed. So yeah, I don't know what the set is, but we'll get into that and some possibilities later, which we'll get into now. So next up, it says other exceptions to consistent set numbering exists without necessarily portraying changes to the release schedule. For example, 75230 Porg became available during October 2018, but its set number belongs among those from 2019. I doubt this is because the product was advanced, but instead because it was developed after the other 2018 sets, hence no appropriate numbers remained available. Nevertheless, I think we can ascertain from the 3 aforementioned Ultimate Collector sets were delayed. Their set numbers definitely an indication, but the instruction manual for 75098 Assault on Hoth also contains reference to 75054 8080 having been released the year before the set, confirming its intended release during 2015. After this, the delay of the subsequent Ultimate Collector sets was inevitable. And then it goes on to what was cancelled or delayed during May 2018. And then it goes, Ultimate Collector series sets are sometimes released to mark anniversaries or complement other products, enabling accurate speculation before their announcement. 2018 provides no such clues. Unfortunately, then would have marked the 10th anniversary of Star Wars The Clone Wars, but I doubt that LEGO would have acknowledged this with an Ultimate Collector series model. Furthermore, looking through set numbers during 2018 reveals no gaps within the style's theme. Every number between 75193 Millennium Falcon Microfighter and 75222 Betrayal at Cloud City is occupied, unlike both previous years, when gaps remained for each delayed Ultimate Collector Series set. This probably relates to LEGO anticipating the 75181 Y-Wing Starfighter would be moved rather than because nothing was intended for release. So I think the interesting part of that is the Clone Wars part, because, I mean, the person in this article doubts it, but I personally think it's possible, and I have a theory that I think is definitely possible and makes sense with some rumours that we got around then that never really happened, but I'll get into that soon, and I'll just finish up this article now. So, despite lacking clues, I think we can make assumptions regarding this mysterious set, assuming that 75098 Assault on Hoth was previously intended for release during September. Each Ultimate Collector Series set released during May has cost $200 since 2015. On that basis, it seems likely that the cancelled or delayed set would have cost $200. Additionally, large-scale representations of prominent vehicles from the original trilogy have occupied these slots. The famous RZ-1 A-Wing Interceptor therefore seems the most probable candidate, 2 years before 75275 A-Wing Starfighter became available. This would mean that Hans Burkhard Schlommer, sorry if I mispronounced that, he's the designer of the set, designed 3 sequential direct-to-consumer sets within the original schedule, which would be unusual but not impossible. After all, these sets are often designed long before their release, as with 75290 Mos Eisley Cantina, which, if you didn't know, was actually first designed during 2016, or at least that was really their first draft, but it didn't really change since then. So yeah, that was 4 years ago now. So yeah, there's obviously a big backlog of UCS sets, and this one is probably first in line, changing with the gunship, of course. We know that LEGO Star Wars designers developed numerous proposals for Ultimate Collector Series sets, enabling comparatively simple rescheduling when enough time is available. This was evidently not possible during 2016 or 2017, hence those set numbers remained unaltered. Inevitably, that may also suggest that whatever was intended for release during 2018 has not been announced yet. However, I cannot think of anything that would realistically receive priority above the A-Wing. For that reason, it seems likely that this model seized a vacant release slot during May 2020, since the 2019 slot was needed for 75244 Tantive 4, which is more suitable to celebrate the 20th anniversary of LEGO Star Wars and complement 75252 Imperial Star Destroyer. Okay, so sorry, that was just all of the article. If you want to read it for yourself, I'll link it in the description below. But basically, it talks about a UCS set that has been obviously scheduled for release in 2018, but has been either cancelled or delayed. So I think, obviously, this article says that it could have been the A-Wing, and that's definitely a possibility, I think. But I think that it's something else, and this ties in with a rumoured set of that time that was sort of, I don't know, it was rumoured, then it just never happened. So, you know, I think it's this, and I think it would tie in with the Clone Wars one, it would tie in with the rumour, and it ties in with the price. So what I'm suggesting here is a UCS V19 Torrent. So if you remember back to summer 2018, there was a rumoured set for that wave, which was the V19 Torrent Fighter. However, nothing really became of it. And I think it's weird to get rumours that nothing comes off from. Like, they couldn't have mistaken that for anything. So maybe they mistook it for the UCS set. And then that UCS set was, of course, delayed. I know it says that the release is meant to be May 2018, but I definitely think that it could have been, obviously, held back then, and then maybe they were scheduled to reveal it in September, and then they just didn't. So that would explain why it was rumoured then. So that's definitely a possibility for me, I definitely think, and I'm sure that would fit in well to the $200 price range. And if you're wondering about a gunship or something, or the Nebulon B frigate or the TIE bomber, they wouldn't do that because there were 3 ideas that hadn't been really made before, and they were just like, hey, should we try and make this? So this is a model that they had made, but they didn't release. So that's why I think it's the V19 Torrent. They would have made it. They could have even made Set Boxer, which could have been where that leak came from, or at least the people saw it. They rumoured it. There was never really a real leak. So it's definitely possible that this was the set, and I'm pretty sure there was no rumoured price tag either. So I think it's definitely this. And for release, it could be released in 2021, or it could have just been cancelled, but they already cancelled the 2 buildable figures that year. But I think it could have been delayed until 2021 with the Clone Wars Season 7. Of course, the Republic gunship is definitely a possibility, but of course, it's not. I mean, we know that they were sort of having trouble with it, so maybe that could come out in September. But you know, personally, I think that'll be May, and the V19 Torrent, we'll never know. Maybe it'll come out later, like 2022 or something. Or maybe it could take up the September slot, which was probably a Master Builder series set or something like that, to be honest. But yeah, I'm not too sure about this one, so let me know your thoughts in the comments below, because I think it's definitely quite interesting. However, that will be it for today. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please remember to like and subscribe. That'll be all, folks. Goodbye.